good, YouTube? Welcome back to the Brown Gent. In this video, we're going to give you a quick update on PRYZM and something urgent's come up that's likely going to change your decisions around it, just like it did for me. So let's get into it, but just remember, not financial advice, do your own research. And if you want extra coaching, guidance, and support, we have a YouTube membership called the Web3 Secret Society. You can find it by clicking the join button right below the video. Now, I follow PRYZM on Twitter, like I always recommend every single person to do so. And a couple hours ago, they made a really good announcement. And it's something that I overlooked because I don't follow everyone that they do, but they showed a sort of glimpse as to what the Airdrop's Insights look like for now. That's happening all the way to Jan 23rd, 2024. Now, they quoted the tweet from Salah, which is Sal Data or Sal_data on Twitter. And I checked out their website and I wanted to make sure it was on the up and up and everything else, which you assume it would be just because the team is pushing it. So I think it's really good. Let's get into it. I'm going to show you how this works. So we'll open it up. And it's a protocol on a website called Flipside Crypto. Now, in order to use any of the functionality, you will need to log in. You don't need to sign up for an account. I'm going to assume if you're watching these videos that you have a Discord account. So you click on login all the way in the top right, click log in. You can just continue with Discord. When you continue with Discord, it sort of opens all of this up. And now all you got to do is hit authorize. It's just going to check out our username, avatar, banner, email address, and always has something silly like recording a mixtape or having an existential crisis. Once it does that, it takes you to the main page. What I recommend is you go back and you go back exactly to that website and it will still say you need to log in. Just refresh the page and it will now have you into the system. Okay. So you see the brown gent is sitting there on the top right. Now we've got to go and put our wallet address in this spot. What you do, open up Kepler. And when you open up Kepler, you click copy address and you just do it for the address for Cosmos Hub. So I'm just going to show you what that looks like. So when you do that, you'll see Cosmos Hub show up. You click on those two boxes and there you go. You have it in your clipboard. I'm just going to do that off screen. My computer is lagging quite a bit. Now what we'll do is we'll go back here. We'll now click apply all parameters. And the site takes a few moments to load because it's checking out a database. Remember, this is all the way to January 23rd, which is week 54. As far as I understand, it has not stopped. So this is sort of rolling, but I hope it helps you make your decisions going forward. I'm going to explain in a second when they come up. So we're just going to wait for this to load, which is going to show me my current stake balance and my Atom rewards. But more importantly, I want to know how much PRYZM I've earned. Now, I don't know what's taking so long. I mean, I'm not surprised. It took a bit of time when I did it the first time. Let's just wait for it. Sorry. And while we're doing that, oh, there we go. So 33.9 Atom is currently staked with PRYZM. It's going to load everything else, but once again, it's opening up a ton of tables. The only downside here is, just the slowness. So what I care about, not this statistic so much as how much I'm getting. So over the course of 5 weeks, which is how long I've been staking with the PRYZM validator, I have earned 5.14 PRYZM tokens. And that's because it's a direct correlation. It's called a stake drop. So it's not tiered. So like, for example, it's not like what we saw with Dimension, where you staked one Celestia token, you got 205 Dimension tokens. You staked two Celestia, you still got 205 Dimension tokens. So this one is a straight linear kind of form. And that tells me that I've got to adjust my approach. I'm going to wait for this to load, but meanwhile, I'll show you. I have been telling you guys, at least with my best knowledge, for Atom to sort of, if you're doing 100, stake 33% in PRYZM, 66% in Stakecito, which is exactly reflective of what I have. I have like 33.8, close enough, right? What that tells me is I need to adjust this. So for the interim, I am going 100% in PRYZM and 0 in Stakecito just while this campaign is going on. PRYZM is not a validator that has some of the red flags I'm worried about. So I will do that. I pay a slightly higher commission of 0.5%. 2.5% versus Stakecito, but I'm here to do this for the short term. Now let's wait for this to load again. Okay, there we go. So when I first did this, you can see here, December 26th, when I first got in, I had 51 staked. I earned 1.26 PRYZM. That number kept decreasing over time. I believe it sort of has to do with the APR there. But then I went down to 33 and had more of a shift towards Stakecito. That has put me in a sort of weird situation where now I need to redelegate. So for those of you who are sitting there and you've sort of staked not pretty much fully with not fully with PRYZM, and you want to do that, you click on the other validator that you have staked with. In this case, Stakecito 66.1197. You're going to see I have an error. You probably won't have this error because I did something wrong. What you do is you click redelegate. I will now look for PRYZM. You type in PRY, it shows up, the stake drop. You click on that, you hit next. Amount to redelegate. I want to put max. Now watch the error I get. I'm going to approve this, which costs 7 cents, and I'm going to get an error. Did I get an error? Oh, really? Let's see. That'd be incredible if it worked this time. When I tried it earlier, it didn't work. Okay, so it didn't work, and for some reason the error didn't pop up. So what happened was I did a redelegation recently, and because I did that, it's not allowing me to do it for another period of time. So if you haven't done that already and you want to make that swap, here's your opportunity. And the reason I say that is in the short term, you want to maximize the amount of PRYZM tokens you're going to get. And if you're splitting your bag in between sort of in between PRYZM validator and something else that's not going to specifically earn you an airdrop just for staking with them, you're like basically doing a disservice to yourself. So I'm giving 66% of my bag of Atom on this wallet to a really good validator, but I'm not going to get anything special out of it that I wouldn't get from PRYZM. And if I do it with PRYZM, I'll get even more. So that's why I want to do the redelegation. In fact, I am going to try to make that switch on some, other things that I have going on as well. And moving forward, at least for now, it's 100% in the PRYZM stake, the stake drop one. So I hope that really helps. Remember, it's your decision to make how much you want to delegate, but I really wanted to get this to your attention on this Sunday. I really hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, make sure you like, share, and subscribe. And until next time, thanks for watching.